Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullaahi wa barakatuh, sisters. How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are well and good. I'm Fatima G. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, you're absolutely welcome. I love having you here and I hope you stay, inshallah. It's going to be an amazing community, inshallah ta'ala. So I hope you stay with us. So in today's video, I really wanted you guys to get to know me a little bit more because obviously I'm trying to really create a community for myself. And in order to create an effective community, I think it's important for you guys to get to know me a little bit. So as I mentioned, I'm Fatima G and I'm 33 years old, Alhamdulillah. I have three amazing children and I homeschool them, which is such a blessing to us. I'm so glad that I actually homeschool my children because they love it. I love my children's company and they enjoy my company. It's down days, of course, there's everything in life, but I do enjoy spending a lot of time with my children. I enjoy being their teacher and I just love everything about homeschooling. It's my passion, Alhamdulillah. I'm originally from Sierra Leone, and I was born there. I was raised there. I came to England when I was 12 years old, Alhamdulillah. And I was excited to come to England because my dad lived here, and I had two sisters who had already moved here, so I was really looking forward to like relocate with them someday. And when my dad came in 2003 to pick me up from Sierra Leone and bring me to this country, it was literally a dream come true. And I'm so grateful for that, Alhamdulillah, because I feel like if I was still in Sierra Leone, I would not be where I am today. And I would not have gone through a lot of the experiences that led me to the person I am today. So Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah ala kulli hal. When I came here, I went to school, and literally the first day I went to school, I wore a hijab. My dad just gave me the hijab and it was fine. I loved my dad. I respect my dad. So whatever my dad said, I just followed. So he gave me the hijab. It was those slide on hijabs, those kiddish one. And it was navy blue. I will never forget that because it kind of like matched my uniform. I went straight to year eight. I went straight to year eight. I had to repeat about 2 years in Sierra Leone because of the war. And when I came here, so from jumping from class six, which is year six, to year eight, it was a big jump. And I didn't have anybody to kind of like mentor me so that I can catch on. And of course, when I moved to the country as well, I didn't understand. I mean, I could understand English, don't get me wrong. I could speak English and everything, but I had an accent. So because of that accent that I had, I got bullied in school. It was just weird being in a school where I didn't feel comfortable. The girls used to bully me there because of the way I spoke, and they even got physical. Some of them got physical. But knowing me, I'm West African, so I'm not gonna cry crocodile tears. So I fought back, and obviously fighting back really kind of like made me really aggressive because I didn't want to be that person. But I had to be that person to protect myself. So fast forward to my GCSEs now. I didn't really do well in my GCSEs because, I just didn't enjoy school. School wasn't a place that I really wanted to be. The girls were bullies, and not all of them, but it was just somewhere that I didn't feel comfortable. So I wasn't thriving at school. So I went to college, Alhamdulillah. College was okay. I met some lovely, lovely girls, so lovely, and it was literally the best time of my life when I was in college. Obviously, I'm from a born Muslim home, so Islam was something that's always been part of my life. However, looking back now, we never really practiced the deen. We didn't practice because I feel like wearing the hijab, it's not just you're Muslim. We never prayed together as a family. We never had halaqah as a family. We prayed here and there once in a while as a family, but we never prayed all our five salah as a family. But that foundation was always there for me. And I went through a lot of difficult years in my late teens, my early teens and my late teens. It was just struggle. But Alhamdulillah for absolutely everything. Like Allah just kept me together. Allah just kept me strong to go through all of those adversities and trials I was going through. And whilst I was going through that, I'm not gonna lie, I was not really practicing the deen. I just had my hijab on because my hijab was like something that was part of me. It was like a cultural thing now. So I never ever took off my hijab when I was going through my difficulties. But I just never used to do Islamic stuff. The only thing that made me a Muslim was my name, Fatima, and the fact that I had my hijab on, but nothing else was Islamic. So fast forward to when I went to university, Alhamdulillah, that's when I started like looking into Islam a little bit. And at the time, social media wasn't like a major thing like it is now. But there was one platform that I really, really used to get my attention a lot. And it was called, I think the YouTube channel is still there, but the brother don't run it anymore like that. It used to be called Roadside to Islam. So I used to watch lots of videos on Road to Islam and watching people's stories on how they became a Muslim, or how born Muslim, found the deen again. And that really, really inspired me. And I was about 19 years old. So what happened after that, SubhanaAllaah, my favorite sheikh, because I used to go madrasa. I miss madrasa. Yeah, I used to go madrasa every Sunday. And there was a sheikh there. His name was Sheikh Salah. And Sheikh Salah was so kind, so gentle, so loving. And it was just such a lovely sheikh. Allaahuma Barrik. So he was really nice to me. So he passed away. And when he passed away, it really, really broke me in a way. I'm like, SubhanaAllaah. And I was really sad. So I left university and I came to London, and I think his janazah was the first time I wore the jilbab, but I didn't wear the jilbab immediately after that because I was in university for first year and I didn't want to go back to university wearing a jilbab or a abaya. So I thought to myself, I'm going to wait until second year and I'm going to put my abaya on. And since then, Allahumma Barrik, I put my abaya on and I have never taken it off, but I started wearing the jilbab later on. So I finished university and thereafter I started working briefly, but working and all of that was not really my thing. I didn't really want to work as such. I mean, I was very ambitious, but I was not an academic. Like I'm not an academic person, and there's no shame about it. This is just who I am. And I didn't know what to do. So it was shortly after that when I was trying to decide what I wanted to do with my life. That's when I met my children's father, Alhamdulilaah, then we got married shortly after that, literally 3 months after meeting him, after having my first initial meeting, we got married. Alhamdulillah, everything was okay. But then shortly after the marriage, I realized I may have made a mistake, but I was never ever going to leave my marriage. That was something that I was just never ever going to do. So alhamdulillah, stuck it through, had 3 children, alhamdulillah. So that's a little bit about my background, a little bit about hobbies, things that I like to do. To be honest with you, I've lost a lot of myself. I lost, a lot of my creative side. But one thing I do enjoy now is cooking. I love cooking and I really, really enjoy it. That's literally one of my most feminine traits, cooking, and I just love it, alhamdulillah. And I also like arts and crafts. I like to, learn how to draw. My daughter, the 7-year-old, Allahumma Barrik, she's really into arts and crafts. So I tend to do a lot with her. I don't have hobbies anymore. I'm trying to develop some, inshallah. This year, inshallah ta'ala. My favorite thing to do is camping, glamping, and nature. I love going outside. I love being in the forest. I love going to, explore, this beautiful dunya that Allah has blessed us with, subhanAllah. And we recently started camping. And when I say the first time we went camping, we fell in love with it. And we went glamping and we fell in love with it. We're literally planning to go caravan camping. We've never been in a caravan before. So we're hoping to do that, inshallah. That's my favorite thing to do. I love doing that. Right now, it's currently really, really cold. So I'm not going to be going camping because the tent that we have is not made for all seasons. It's literally made for like spring and summer. So we won't be going camping anytime soon. But I really want to go back glamping. I want to go glamping again. And I want us to go on a caravan, inshallah ta'ala. I'll plan that soon. And the kids are just looking forward to it. They're always asking me, Mommy, when are we going glamping again? When are we going glamping? That's literally one of their favorite things to do as well. So I love that they love to be outside, that they love to, leave their normal lifestyle behind for like a couple of days and just go live in the, not wild as such, but just go live outside and experience that. It's just so beautiful. And if you can do it, yeah, sisters, you should, because it's so, so, so amazing. When you're out there, it's just a different kind of vibe. So I wanted to just share a little bit about the most challenging test I've ever been through. And that's my divorce, subhanAllah. When my divorce happened, first of all, I didn't see it coming, but alhamdulillah, ala kulli al, it was really, really difficult. I mean, I've got 3 children. I mean, I didn't want that for my children because I come from a really, really dysfunctional family and very separated family. And I didn't want that for my children. So I wanted to do whatever I could, even if it was really toxic for me, even if I was really, really unhappy. But it was a time where Allah had decided what He decided, and that was it, khalas. And looking back now, Allahumma Barrik, alhamdulillah, I'm so grateful that Allah chose that for me. I'm so grateful that that was part of my qadr, because it was literally one of the best things, even though it was really, really hard. But after a while, literally Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, with every difficulty come ease. Indeed, every difficulty will come ease. I feel so much ease now, and I've accepted everything that Allah has destined for me and my children. And I know that is good, because anything that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala decide for the believers, it's good, So at the time I didn't understand, but looking forward, looking like now, Allahu Akbar, alhamdulillah. And that was really challenging for me, because what happened during that period was, subhanAllah, it felt like everything I had been through, let's say from age 5, because that's when I started remembering a lot of traumatic events, right? When I was about 5 years old, or maybe 4, yeah. up until I was 30 or 32, it just felt like every single trauma that I had been through just came and just crushed me. But Wallaahi Adheem, yeah, if I didn't have Iman, if I didn't have faith, and if I didn't have I had a sister at the time who her family really, really, really supported me. If I didn't have Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and I didn't have them to support me, I wouldn't be here today talking to you guys because it was so difficult, you know. But Alhamdulillah, I'm so grateful that Allah kept me together, that Allah helped me through it, that Allah brought me closer to Him through that adversity. You guys, when I told you, I really got closer to Allah during that period because I didn't have anyone else to turn to. Because after a while, you know, the sister's mom, she started getting a bit, I felt like she started getting a bit fed up because she was advising me the same thing and I was doing the opposite, right? And they were telling me what to do and how to just make this test easy, and I was literally doing the opposite. So they kind of like fell back a bit, and when they fell back, I really felt heavy because I'm thinking, you guys had a little bit of my load, you had a little bit of my struggles, and now I'm dealing with it all alone. So Allah really, really helped me through that period. He brought me closer to Him. He made me, you know, learn to just trust Him and Him only. He made me learn that He's the only one that was there. He's the only one that's really, really there for you. And that's what I'm saying to you, sisters. Yeah, no matter what you're going through, no matter how difficult it is, no matter how you don't understand what's going on, nothing is making sense. Wallahi Adheem, be patient. Allah knows best. And I promise you by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, yeah, He's not going to put you in a situation that you can't handle. When I was going through that, I honestly felt like I couldn't handle this. I said it to Allah, Ya Allah, I don't think I can handle this test. But you can. And if I could handle it, whatever test you're going through, you can handle it too. That broke me, but guess what? That's the reason why I'm here today, because it broke me and Allah put me back into pieces, and I feel so much stronger now. I feel like I just want to get closer to Allah and develop myself Islamically and develop my personally and so on. Like, no matter what you're going through, go through it, feel it, ask Allah to make it easy for you, and wallahi, you're going to come out of it stronger. And that's exactly why I'm here today, to share part of my story and for you guys to kind of like grow with me and understand that no matter what you go through, there's going to come ease, inshallah. One of my biggest aspirations in life is to seek knowledge, learn about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, learn the Quran, and just grow as an individual, you know. And I aspire to create a community that's going to be beneficial for me, that's going to help me grow, going to help me learn. And likewise, I'm going to do the same, you know. I really want what I've been through to not be the reason why I just stay down below, because I know that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants good for me. I know my Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we're here to be tested, of course, right? But Allah does not want to punish us. Allah doesn't hate us. So knowing that, it's made me want to get closer to Him and inspire other people to get closer to Him. Because trust me, yeah, of course, I've been through, there's other people out there who have gone through worse, right? But I want to use my strength, my growth, and whatever everything that I've been through to inspire other people so that they can be their best self, bi'idhnillah ta'ala. Same way I'm trying to be my best self. That's my biggest goal. And also, obviously, I really want to be the greatest mom possible. I know that I make mistakes when it comes to parenting because it's not easy, sisters. Imagine literally parenting your children alone. I'm literally alone in a country where I have no support. I have family, like my dad's family, most of them are here. I have no support from them. So it's hard raising children all alone 24/7. They don't even go to school, but I get a break. So it's difficult. So I'm trying to find ways to just, you know, grow as a parent so that my healing process does not affect them, you know, so that my journey does not affect them, that it makes them grow up as healthy as possible, inshallah. Like, I want my children to grow up as healthy as possible. So I'm working on myself, learning about parenting and improving every day. Yeah, so, you know, I didn't want to be a single parent. That's literally one of the biggest thing. I was fearful of becoming a single parent. I was fearful of being divorced. That's why I was in such a toxic marriage for such a long time, even though I was not happy, because being a single parent was not something that I wanted, because I was very naive. I used to think that being in a two-parent home is the best thing that could happen to any children. And that's not always the case, subhanAllaah. And I'm just so grateful that Allah took that situation away from me, because that situation was much more toxic for my children than me being now as a single parent. I know I can do it, you know what I mean? Like, subhanAllah, I've been doing it. I've been looking after my children and everything, but it's like now that is such a real, it's real now. It's proper real that you're single, Fatima. You don't have any family to help you. You don't even have friends, because I don't have any friends. It's mad, subhanAllah, because I was such a friendly person. I was so sociable, like I was a social butterfly. And I went through my divorce and literally there was nobody to be found. I just wanted friends. And I'm not gonna lie, I really wished I was really close to my biological sisters, because I feel like if I were close to my biological sisters, and if my biological sisters, had a relationship, they would have stepped in and helped me in that difficult situation. Even now, they would have stepped in to help me, but I don't have none of that. But I'm not going to sit here and cry about it. I don't want to cry about it. It is what it is. SubhanaAllaah, this is how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants my life, but I'm not going to sit here and cry about it every day. About it, I did cry about it, sisters. I cried about it. I was sad about it. I grieved about it, but I think that grieving is gone now. Hence why here I found a lot of strength, and I'm talking about it without getting emotional. Alhamdulilaah, Allah has healed me, because it was difficult. People who you trust, people who you thought were your friends, people who you thought were your family, they were going to support you. Nobody has shown up. But alhamdulillah, guess who has never given up on me? Guess who has never given up on me? Allah Azza wa Jal. Allah Azza wa Jal has never given up on me. And with that, I find peace, I find strength, and I find ways to just keep going and just keep going. And I don't want you to give up, because Allah has always got you. Allah has always got you, even if nobody else have, even if people have let you down, Allah will never ever let you down. Allah will never ever let you down. And looking back, I'm so grateful that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tests me like this last 2.5 years. Allah has tested me in such a way that I didn't want. But coming out of it now, Allahu Akbar, I'm so grateful that Allah has tested me in such a way, because I know He doesn't hate me. I know He doesn't want to punish me. I know He doesn't, wish to harm me. Literally, He's just testing me in this ways for me to grow, for me to get closer to Him, and I want you guys to, briefly use what I'm saying to you to inspire yourself, so that you can do the same. That whatever you're going through, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has got you, and He doesn't hate you, and He's not trying to punish you, and He's not trying to lead you to the point of despair. Because once you get to that stage, despair, Audhubillaah min Daliq May Allaah protect us from that, So finally, I want to talk about fun things about me. I don't know. I feel like I said, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I've lost myself a lot. So there's not a lot of fun about me. The one thing that I literally do and I love is just being a mom. I love being a mom. Being a mother. Allahumma Barrik. I really hope that my kids feel the same, that I pray that they really appreciate it. I mean, they always tell me that they do, but sometimes I don't feel it. But I enjoy being a mother. That's my fun. Waking up in the morning, making sure that the kids are fed, that they get ready. Alhamdulillah, my older two are very independent now, so they know to just go to the bathroom, get themselves ready, get ready for the day. I enjoy feeding them fresh food every single day. I enjoy, socializing, like spending time with them and all of that. That's my only fun. Like, I want to find fun outside being a mum, though. I really do. I'm really trying to get to that stage this year, inshallah, where I can find fun outside being a mum. Well, anyway, sisters, that's it for today, for this video. I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, like, and share it with your friends. I would really like them to be part of this community. I want this community to be, inspiring. I want it to be loving, caring, gentle, and for us to just grow in faith and, increase the love that we have for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And na'am, Asalamu alaikum wa rahmatullaahi wa barakatuh. Once again, thank you for listening, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Assalamu alaikum.